Guys, I want you to have a successful first date, even land yourself a second one. But there are a couple of common mistakes men make over and over again. Don't worry. You can avoid making them yourself. Below are some much-needed first date tips for men you should follow for the best first date. Sure, some of them may seem like common sense, but often, they're ignored. Which means a lot of men are missing out on landing a second date. And that's really a shame. So, read on for the first date tips you should follow when out with a new woman. I remember being so nervous when going on a first date with a new guy. I never knew what to wear, what to say, how to act. I was a mess. But with time, I started to get the hang of things and understand how the dating world works. From there, I went on a lot of dates. And sadly, most of the time I was disappointed with the first date, never even considering a second date. When it comes to first dates, many men don't know what they're doing, just like women. We're all kind of trying things out until we find a method that works for us. But why waste time when I'm here? Let's make it to the second date with these top-rate first date tips for men. 1. Relax. You don't know where this date will take you. Maybe nothing will happen, or maybe you'll end up marrying her. But regardless of what happens, you need to relax. This isn't a job interview for Apple, it's the first date. Chill, have some laughs and enjoy the moment. 2. Keep your hands to yourself. You may think that touching her will show her you're interested, but this is the first date. Being touchy isn't a good move. Of course, this doesn't mean you can't help her out of the car or place your hand on her back when walking through a crowd. But if it's not coming naturally to you, don't touch her. 3. Give her something to work with. So many guys think being the strong and silent type is what women want, but let's get real. We want a guy who can talk and have a conversation with us. The worst dates are when we need to come up with topics, and the guy is giving one-worded answers. If you're not a chatty guy, then avoid dinner dates. 4. Pay for the date. Now, if she insists on splitting the bill, by all means, you can. We live in the 21st century. But, I personally think, if you like a girl, treating her for lunch or dinner is a nice way to show you're interested in her. But if she wants to split the bill, then split it. 5. Don't cheap out. It's a first date and impressions matter. Doing a lunch date over a dinner date is fine, but if you're telling her she can't order a glass of wine, that's not a good look for you. If you want to save money, then choose date ideas which are more interactive than dinner and a movie. Instead, grab a coffee together, go on a hike, or visit a museum. 6. Don't swear. You usually may swear a lot, but on a first date, keep it clean. If you're trying to curse to look cool, it's not going to work. If anything, it'll make you look less classy, and that isn't a characteristic women are looking for. 7. Be engaging with the conversation. A good date is one where both people are enjoying the conversation and it's flowing. You shouldn't be dominating the conversation, and talking solely about yourself. No one likes a narcissist. The first date is about getting to know one another, so get to know her. Ask questions, and see if you are compatible. 8. Be excited but not too excited. When someone's excited about the date, it's cute. But when it looks like this is the first date you've ever been on, that's not so cute. If you're getting nervous about the date, then make your date interactive. Dinner may be too much for you to handle, and that's okay. Instead, go see a concert or a comedy show. 9. You don't need to get too deep. If you're thinking you need a deep and intense conversation on the first date, think again. Leave the deep and serious topics for another date. Right now, you are supposed to be feeling each other out and seeing if there's any chemistry. 10. Easy with the booze. Though you may think a beer or two will help loosen you up, be careful. Yes, you can have a drink, but don't end up being drunk on your first date. It's a red flag for most people, and one of the most important first date tips for men that you shouldn't ignore. If you're feeling like you've drunk too much, order some food to help settle your stomach. 11. She doesn't owe you anything. If you think because you took her on a first date and paid for dinner that she owes you anything, she doesn't. You're taking her out because you want to get to know her. This doesn't mean she needs to have sex with you or kiss you or even hug you. 12. Actually listen. Women want a partner who's going to listen when they're talking. This is a normal need. Being with someone who doesn't pay attention to what you're saying is annoying. On the date, actively listen to her. If you're having a hard time paying attention, maybe she's not the right one for you. 13. Leave your ex out of it. If you're bringing up your ex in the conversation, maybe you're not ready to date yet. When it comes to the first date, don't bring up the past. Leave that topic for a future date when you're both a little more serious about one another. 14. Dress well. I went on a date where the guy wore basketball shorts and a loose tank top. In other words, I wasn't impressed. You need to dress well for the date. You're meeting a potential partner, so show them your best side. You don't need to wear a three-piece suit, but keep your outfit basic and clean. 15. Be your best self. I was going to say be yourself, but when it comes to the first date, we're never fully just ourselves. Instead, we show the best side of ourselves, and that's what you should do. This isn't you hanging out with your best buds while watching the game. This is the first date with a woman you find to be attractive and possibly a potential partner. 16. Your goal isn't to get laid. The first date is about getting to know her. You shouldn't have any expectation of the date ending with sex. If anything, you're lucky if you get a hug, maybe even a kiss on the cheek. If you're going into the date with the hopes of sex, you'll be disappointed, and you're not going to have a good date. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the bell icon to be notified whenever a new video is uploaded.